Today, researchers here at the National Centers for Disease Control said they had found several cases where people who had been sex partners both had the condition. The scientists say this probably means they are dealing with some new, deadly, sexually transmitted disease.
AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. No one with AIDS has been cured.
Protect yourself.
At first, it seemed to strike only one segment of the population. This is no longer the case.
Every one of us could be devastated by it.
Has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
And still, I am meeting patients like her, rejected by family and past friends.
Death didn't scare me. It was living with this for a long time. That's more frightening than death.
Gay men may have no future here on Earth. Our continued existence depends on just how angry you can get.
My parents are in their 70s, but they don't know 6 people who died last month, and half of their friends aren't in the hospital.
The HIV virus that I have obtained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
Robert, Bobby Olina Watson, Dan, Bowers, Francis, Brady.
Didn't you have an obligation to tell your employer you had this dreaded, deadly, infectious disease?
The millions and millions of people around the world.
HIV, AIDS.
This disease will be the end of many of us, but not nearly all.
Their lead singer, Freddie Mercury, who died last night of AIDS.
Living with HIV and AIDS is much different today than it was several years ago.
Personally, I haven't had to deal with any stigmas.
F it, I'm gonna die anyway.
The doctor basically said, you still have virus within you. We're not gonna put you on any medication. We don't see any health complications that are of immediate concern.
For the second time in history, a patient appears to have been cured of HIV.
I know you're newly diagnosed. You know what? If you do it right and you take your medication and you will live, you'll be old.
If you ever decide to reach out and continue to foster friendships with people who are from my generation, they'd probably thrive on it.
Sounds like flu to me. You really should get it checked out. Are you eating? Make sure you drink enough. Phone me when you get this. Phone your doctors.
Bedtime. Come on, no, bed.
A message for Will from Cherry Tree Clinic. We got your blood tests back and we'd like you to make an appointment. We have appointments at 8:30, 10 and 11:50. If you can't make those, we do have some evening slots too. Please give us a ring back to confirm. We're open until 8 p.m. tonight.
Will, I know it's been a while. We need to talk.
Will, this is Danny from Positive Living. Just to let you know, there's a meeting on Tuesday, 6 p.m. at St. John's Church. It's in the hall, round the back. Just push the door, it'll be open. Alright? 6 p.m. Tuesday, St. John's. I hope you can. Most people find it helps.
Fuck.
Right, microphone on. Hello.
Hello, is mine? Oh, yes, that's on. Honestly, I think I live on this thing lately.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, it's working. Hey, everyone.
Tom, is it?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's working. Hi.
Good. That's nearly everyone. Right, first things first. If you're here for the Bible group, this is the wrong Zoom. That was a joke. Admittedly a crap one, but I'm just trying to adapt my spiel in this brave new world. Really, is this on, or am I just that unfunny? Anyway, just one more to go, I think. Yeah. That's in there now.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, you're fine. Take your seat, virtual seat. Will, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Anyone want a cup of tea? We can make awkward small talk whilst we wait, whilst you make one. Or we can save it for later. I'll take that as a no then. Fine, later it is. But eat all the Jaffa cakes and there will be trouble. Look, I'm just trying to pretend that this is normal, okay? Give me some credit. All right, then, let's start. Imagine you're in a big, dusty church hall, sitting as far apart from each other as you possibly can, which, given the current circumstances, is actually government-sanctioned advice. Anyway, since we're stuck here, I don't know, give each other a wave? Right, we're all sitting suitably uncomfortably. Then I'll begin. Well, the main thing you're probably all wondering is, how on earth did I get here? Well, my name's Danny, I'm 50 years old, and at one point it looked like I might never get there. I've been living with HIV for nearly 30 years. Shit, that makes me feel old. But thank God I can say that. So, saying that out loud for me took a fucking long time, and I'm not letting you lot do the same. So, round the Zoom, say your name, age, say you're positive, and when you found out. Trust me, these sessions go a lot faster if someone speaks, and my voice gets annoying really quickly. Will, morning. Have a seat. I'm Danny, the practice nurse here. The one they used to call sister, but I only use that one on weekends nowadays. Bad joke. Anyway, so, Will, you did an at-home HIV test, right?
Right.
And what made you do an at-home test, Will?
Well, it meant that I didn't have to phone for an appointment. It takes ages, usually, so no offence. Also meant that I didn't have to speak to the receptionist.
Honestly, if I could avoid speaking to Glynis, the receptionist, I would avoid it too. But no, what I mean is, what made you do an at-home test?
Oh, right, sorry. Well, I met someone.
Great. That's great. So you decided to get tested before you...
Right, yeah.
And was he getting tested as well?
Yes, he was.
And have you talked to him about coming here today?
No, not yet. I wanted to get all the facts first.
That can be useful. So, shall we do that? Okay. So, yes, Will, you tested positive for HIV. It's okay to take a moment to let that sink in.
I'm alright. Carry on.
The next stage is to do a bit more investigation. We need to do some bloods, check your viral load, CD4 count, drug resistance testing, and test for any other STDs. Okay? Makes sense?
You can do all of that here, today?
Yes, I can do all that myself before you leave. Then you'll come back in, we'll talk you through it all and your medication options. If everything looks okay, you can start medication. It's a lot to take in, and it takes a while, but you're going to be okay.
HIV is a manageable condition. I've known people who live with it for over 25 years. I'm one of them.
Really?
Yes. And you'll find there's a supportive community out there, if you want it. I run a group for newly diagnosed people. We meet once a month for the first 6 months. People sometimes find it really useful. I can give you the details if you like.
Yeah, okay. That might be good.
Do you have anyone that you can talk to? Family?
Not really. Me and my sister are not close. My parents, actually my nan raised us. She'll worry, like my sister. I don't think I can just, tell them.
Then I think this group will be really good for you. No pressure to talk to your family. I would tell the guy that you did the test for, though. Tell him as soon as you can. You'll feel better for it. Trust me.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Okay, shall we get the bloods out of the way? Any other questions?
No.
It's okay. It's a lot. I'm going to give you some leaflets, and there is a few helplines, but you can also contact me either before or after the results come back. If you have anything, and I mean anything you want to ask, no question is too stupid.
I feel weird. Like I should be, I don't know, crying or screaming or something. I don't know what I should be feeling.
Feeling weird entirely sums it up accurately. There's no time frame on what you should or shouldn't be feeling about this. The only thing I can promise you is that you'll be okay. I'll make sure of it. Right. Which arm should I stab you in? So, this guy then. Is he nice? Cute? What do you like about him?
Trains?
Trains?
Yeah.
Sorry. Down, boy.
Careful, they're alive.
I'd expect that at the zoo. Didn't think the transport museum would be quite so vicious.
Or highly educational, too.
Well, yes. Who doesn't need a, whatever this is?
It's a rubber duck.
Well, yes, I have seen a rubber duck before. But why?
Well, it's supposed to look like a train, I think. A pattern.
Oh, I get it now. Bit dim, clearly.
They used to have a black cab one as well.
Oh, you come here often then. That sounded creepier than I intended. I don't hang around museum gift shops trying to pick up men. Not that I, never mind. Awkward. Joe. I'm Joe. And you are the first person under 50 and not in tweed I've seen tonight.
Yeah, well, who knew lectures on the tube during World War II wasn't the hot ticket for the youth of today? Still, I think I'm more at home with the tweed lot than wherever normal people are supposed to be. Not that I'm normal. Not really. I mean, I'm hanging around here on a Friday night, so...
Well, they did say there'd be wine.
Yeah, that they did. Come. See, young people can drink, right?
in clubs and pubs and not museums.
Yeah. Well, normal is overrated, so.
You got the book too?
Yeah, it's compulsive habit. My mum would always say if she ever lost me, she'd go to the nearest bookshop or museum. So.
Yeah, my mum would always find me in the model planes and cars bit of the gift shop of whatever transport-related museum Dad had dragged the family to.
That's so cool. Sorry.
Cool. Yeah, that's never heard that one before.
Yeah. Sorry, you probably think I'm a massive loser. Well, I will leave you be.
No, I just I've never had anyone describe all of this as cool. Look,
is that a fairy swordfish MK3?
Yes. Wow. I mean, I'll be honest, that is not the usual fairy comments I get. That is impressive. Wow.
Yeah, well, it's one of my weirder talents, identifying aircraft. I don't usually put that on dating profiles. I've always wanted to see one. No plane.
Duxford Air Museum.
See, yeah, I've never been.
You like planes?
Yeah, it's one of my nerdier interests.
One. I'm intrigued.
But do you like planes? I mean, or trains? Well, I mean, I suppose you do if you're
planes, trains, trams, buses. If it's got an engine, I've probably been to a museum about it.
Yeah, me too.
Critch, the tram museum?
Yes. Yeah, we were actually there for my birthday. What about the National Train Museum? Have you?
Yes. It was so far away that we actually made a holiday out of that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you drive there from? Where did you drive from?
Family trip in a 1992 Fiesta. Cardiff. I'm from there.
Wow. Commitment. Do you actually love train museums? I mean, it's so weird. I don't think I've ever met anyone else that does.
I grew up on it. My daddy was, is a mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
So his idea of a day out was to drag us where there was more engines to look at. But I guess some of it stuck.
I started begging my mum to take me to them in high school. God, my poor mum. You know, I dragged her to so many museums when all she wanted to do was probably go shopping with my sister, who, to this day, reminds me that I still owe her for that. A bit weird, right? Sorry, why am I bothering you with all this?
It's not that weird. I built model planes as a kid.
You know, I always wanted to have one of those old-fashioned wooden model planes. You know the one I mean? My mum looked absolutely everywhere for my 18th birthday, but she never found one. God.
The ones you built yourself from a kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. I still do, actually, somewhere. I was so proud when I finished it, and then the wing fell off.
Oh no! Yeah, see, I'm no good at making stuff. My interest is more academic. Bit of a history nerd. I wouldn't know then the end of a engine from the others. I'm a proper millennial. Yeah.
It's not that hard, you know. Good logic, proper handbook.
So you can do all that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, mechanic's son and all that, you know, you pick things up.
So you're from Cardiff? Wait, wasn't there some kind of weird little museum in Wales somewhere? I think me and my mates were on holiday in uni.
Yeah. Pembrokeshire, yeah. It's a tiny place run by a family. Uh-huh. We actually have family who live near there, and one summer they even let me wash the cars, which makes me sound like a total loser.
Well, hey, I made my ex detour on the way to a wedding to go to Gatwick Aviation Museum. So,
wow, like dress for the wedding and everything.
Yeah, the full suit and cravat.
Cravat?
He was a cravat kind of bloke. I frequently wanted to punch him in the cravat, actually.
I don't even think I've ever seen anyone wearing one, not in real life.
Yeah, well, it's usually a pretty sure indicator of someone who's a total and utter wanker. So, still, who drags their boyfriend to a museum on the way to a wedding, eh?
Someone who prefers museums to weddings.
Probably.
Maybe you need someone else to go with instead.
Maybe.
Anyway, I'll let you go back to the thing.
Back to it. Hey, there's a spare seat. Well, I mean, there's a lot of spare seats, so I'll do a sellout. But if you wanted to, do you want to?
Can I just say this is probably the weirdest conversation I've ever had?
Yeah, me too. Weird,
but in a good way.
Oh yeah, totally. Good weird. Good weird. That was weird.
No, weird is good.
I'll go first. Age before beauty and all. Anyway, if I wait too long, the WI will come in and think I'm here for them, and believe me, I've had enough of their stores. Anyway, my name's Bonnie. I am HIV positive and was diagnosed 4 weeks ago. Goodness, has it been that long? Anyway, 4 weeks.
Thanks, Bonnie. Good of you to go first. Is there anything else you wanted to share right now? Okay, great.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm HIV positive and I was diagnosed 2 weeks ago.
Thanks, Jen. Next.
Tom.
And
I have HIV.
And
4 weeks ago.
Tom, would you like to say it all at once? I know it sounds stupid, but I promise you there's method in it. Tom?
Fine. My name is Tom. I'm HIV positive, diagnosed 4 weeks ago.
Thanks, Tom. Next. It's Will, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Will.
And?
Oh, it's 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
Will?
Sorry. Right. My name is Will. I am HIV positive, diagnosed 4 weeks ago. Is that okay?
That's great, of course. Thanks, Will. And thanks, everyone. It's a bit weird and it's hard. So we appreciate you joining in. We're going to start each session like that. Thanks, everyone. So that's why we're here. And like I said, I always start by telling the story of how I got here. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll all feel comfortable telling our story. It was a different world when I was diagnosed. Sure, it didn't immediately look like I was going to die, but I'd seen it all. The headstones on TV, I heard the speeches, seen the photographs in the newspapers, and the Benetton ads. What's more, I'd seen it up close. I was working as a nurse by then, looking at men my age who looked about 100. Men I knew and knew, if you follow. My first real boyfriend died of it. I nursed him in every sense until the end. And I remember being scared and then being angry. And it was then that I made this vow, this deal with the devil, whatever it is that keeps me coming back to freezing church halls and weak tea or Zoom groups some 20 odd years later. Look, I've got hundreds of these stories and I will bore you with them over the next 6 months.
But I say all this crap just so you know I've seen it all. You can't scare me or shock me, not least because by rights I shouldn't be here. Not because of the HIV, but because of the way I reacted, things I did to myself. Most of that was in my head, which is what we're here for. Any questions?
What was his name?
Jonathan. Johnny. He was 22. But for every Johnny, there is a Will, a Jen, a Bonnie, or even a Tom, who are here right now. So shall we crack on? Does anyone have anything they want to share?
How about that cup of tea then?
Good, cool. Then we're going to do some thinking about how and why we're here.
Take a genius to work that one out.
Right, on you go, tea. On you go, tea. Normally, I'd be offering you chip mugs and slightly stale biscuits in the church hall. So one benefit of this situation is that you get to make your own. Off you pop. 5 minutes.
One step ahead of the game, Bonnie.
All right, love. Well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Tea? Milk? Sugar? Biscuits?
All out of biscuits. It's, I don't know, it's weird. I do feel like I need to be drinking a cup of tea on one of these call things. I'm not quite sure why.
Nice group. Tell the truth, I was wary. I didn't know what to expect. It's all a bit much, all this, isn't it? Still, it's only been 4 weeks. We can't expect miracles, can we? What was it, 4 weeks for you as well?
Yeah, 4 weeks. Today, actually. Exactly.
Mine was Tuesday. It's all a bit weird, to tell you the truth. I keep going over and over it in my mind the day they told me.
Yeah, I thought it was just me obsessing. Anxious brain. I overanalyze a lot, apparently, according to my mother.
There's plenty to overanalyze in this.
Oh, tell me about it. I've learned that late night Googling is not my friend.
Oh, God, yeah. Do you have, obviously you don't have to answer or anything, but do you ever feel like everything is on pause?
God, no. If anything, it feels like time's whizzing by. But age will do that to you. Listen to me, I sound like I'm 80 or something.
like I can't think about anything or do anything. It's, sorry, I don't know why I'm suddenly telling you all this. Because I haven't really spoken to anyone about. Anyway, never mind. Sorry, as you are.
That's what we're here for, Will.
Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't mean to. I know we're supposed to talk in the group. It's did I break the rules?
There's no rule on how you decide to talk about it.
Knows what he's talking about, that one. A month ago today, and everything changed, eh, love?
Right, everyone who wants tea got a cuppa? Biscuits? Who's got biscuits?
Chocolate hobnobs.
Oh, nice. I got nothing in, just a sandwich tea.
Oh, no.
Tom, you got anything?
What?
Biscuits, love.
Oh, no, I haven't got anything. So.
Homework, Tom. Get some biscuits in. Or bake some. Nothing more British than discussing life-changing events over a cup of tea. A good cry, cup of tea, some biscuits, and see me in the morning. That's what my favourite nursing tutor used to say to us.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Why are there women here?
Or, as they might say, why are there men here? Actually, I think that's something that women find themselves asking on a daily basis.
That's not what I mean. I mean, surely this should be like a gay man only thing.
You raise a valid point, if not in a slightly un-PC way. Look, gay men have never had the exclusive on HIV.
So what, am I supposed to talk about how I got it all with women here?
You talk about exactly what you feel comfortable with. And since we've moved into the 21st century, we can agree to get along with one another.
Well, I'm just saying that back in the day, you didn't have to share a group with women and all that, did you?
I'll give you that. Not at first, but there were groups who came together like this to support each other. To be honest, back in the day, we were more concerned about living long enough to get to a support group. Look, Tom, if you want to leave, I can't stop you. This group is optional after all, but we are bound together because of this disease. And I've made it my mission over the last 20 years to try and unite different types of people to tackle the stigma. That this thing we call HIV is not just a gay man's disease. If we were in the church hall right now, I'd tell you we'd be sandwiched between the Scout group and the WI, and that I'd spend half my week trying to assure the vicar that we keep the place tidy and that we would come to the autumn fair. But now we're in our living rooms or our bedrooms, and we're even more shut off from everything normal. So what does it matter where we come to talk about this stuff? Did I originally see myself somewhere more trendy than a church hall? Yes, but I'm older and wiser, and trendy left a long time ago. But you know what I like? I like that the vicar asks us to the autumn fair, and I like that the WI practically force feeds me cakes, because in a weird way, it makes it more normal. Ordinarily, we'd share the space between the pensioners and the play group, and we're not hidden away in our own special room. And that's when I decided to offer mixed groups, because we're all sharing this. HIV doesn't care about gender, so neither do I. And I like the fact that this group seems to bring together a mix of weird and wonderful people who wouldn't otherwise meet, no offense. So what do you say, Tom? Will you give this a chance?
Sorry, Danny. Does it really work for people? I mean, help, like this group?
I like to think so. But you have to put in the work as well. That's right, there's homework, you lucky kids. Now, something that I've found useful over the years in coming to terms with and accepting my HIV status is to give my HIV a name.
A name?
A name, an identity.
How old are you?
50. And looking good on it, if I may say so.
Sure, Danny, but not to be like, about it. A name.
A name, personality, mood swings, everything.
Really? That helps?
I know it sounds super cringe, as you kids might say, and I admit I found it ridiculous at first too, but it's taken me a while to get used to this, him, but gradually I came to see him not as this disease in me, but this relationship that I was in.
Yeah, I guess that sort of makes sense, like making peace with invading forces or something.
Exactly. Or getting on with an ex who, for whatever reason, is still living with you and won't go no matter how hard you try. Once I'd given him a personality, an identity, and to realise that we were in a different kind of a relationship with each other, the better my relationship was with Albie.
Albie?
That's his name. The better my relationship with Albie, the healthier I was. It's cohabitation, whether we like it or not. He needs me to survive, and I need him to survive in order that we both survive. Symbiosis. That's our word for the day. He's this strange little creature who is at once part of me and not. Look, I know it sounds daft, but it helped me, and I've known it helped other people. So even if it makes you curl up into a little ball of embarrassment at first, try. I'll ask you about it next time if you've come up with anything. Any questions? No? Okay, so homework. You should have all received a package from me. No giggling at package, thank you. With strict instructions not to open until now, which I'm sure you've all ignored. But if you have been good little students, open them now.
Journaling. Very on trend these days, but ever ahead of the curve. I've been doing it with my group since the 90s. That's 30 years ago for you kids, and a reminder to the rest of us just how old we are.
What are we supposed to do with these?
Writing it, my dear.
What about?
Whatever takes your fancy.
I'm a bit rubbish at all that, though. Creative and writing and stuff.
Doesn't matter. Anything you do, if it comes from you, then it will be new.
On time?
Points to Jen. And extra homework. Listen to Sunday in the Park with George. It may change your life. Or not. Anyway, week 1, we do it as a group. So, 10 minutes, go. Oh, and once you're done, if you don't mind, rip the page out and send me the journal entry.
I've been betrayed by my own cells before. I think that's why it doesn't scare me. My whole body has been raging against me my entire life. I thought I'd finally fixed that, and HIV came along. Okay, body, you don't want to make it easy for me, fine. A new invader to deal with. Immediately, I knew I could fight the HIV. I was 10 when they found my tumour. 16 by the time they said it was really gone this time. At the back of my mind, I know this probably means I haven't seen the last of that, but we'll cross that bridge. I've already had, 15 extra years? A virus doesn't scare me. We could take that virus, whatever it wants to do. But then I started feeling bitter. How dare it? How dare it take my body after I'd fought so hard to get it back? You said to give it a name. So far, even just calling it HIV has been powerful enough. We hid behind euphemisms and not saying the thing out loud. People used to whisper cancer at me as a kid. So frankly, fuck that. HIV, I'm not scared of giving you a name.
I'm practical, I guess, with illness. I asked, is it going to kill me tomorrow? And they said no. So I said, all right then, what do I do now? Honestly, putting aside all the stigma and whatever it is we're here to talk about, Danny, well, there are worse things I could have, aren't there? They've got drugs for this one, and years of knowing what to do when it goes wrong. I mean, God, turn on the news. I'll take this virus any day of the week over the other one. I heard about a friend who got the other one. She's only in her 60s. No age, really. Scream, really. I didn't feel like I could bring this up then. Not with all that going on. Not with me being perfectly healthy and other people out there, well, no. Seems selfish, so I'll take my pills and carry on. I'm going to have to tell people eventually, I guess. Weird bonus of not being able to see anyone for a bit. I suppose I can forget to tell them. I guess I consider myself lucky that he bothered to tell me. Even more lucky he moved out before all of this. Imagine being stuck with him for however many more months. 20 years was long enough. I've gone all off track. That's not what you asked for, was it, Danny? Oh well, I suppose it's all part of it. Anyway, I've had a good 40 years. I plan to have many more. That's my plan. Until HIV is just one in a long line of health complaints from arthritis to a dodgy hip. That's the plan. There's the this and there's that, there's the other, and oh, and don't forget about the HIV as well. As long as I don't lose my mind on the way. I don't have a name for it. I don't know what to call something like this. Things like this don't happen to people like me. Which of course means that they do.
Am I writing this to someone? Myself? Danny? My HIV? That's weird. Dear HIV, how are you today? Well, it would be an entertaining read, wouldn't it? Okay then. Dear HIV, how do you make me feel? I don't even have a name for you yet. That's stupid. I feel stupid. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not ill. I mean, I am ill, but I'm not ill. I mean, they say it's in me, but really, how do we know? I look at my arms and think about the blood running through them. Infected blood, but not quite. Dormant infection. Well, I'm not going to wait around while it lies in wait for me to mess up and set it free. I've messed up a lot in life, and I feel like this is just another thing at the edge of my vision, just about to trip me up. As long as it's not doing anything, it's not real.
What am I supposed to even say here? Look, I want to do this, right? I do, but I'm not a words guy. I'm a numbers guy. That's my job. Numbers, logic, answers to everything. I'm good at that. Like, really good. I'm not good at this. Now, give me an equation, I can explain it to you. Now, people think that numbers are boring, but they're fascinating and beautiful, and they make sense. You can make order out of chaos. I can do the science bit. I can work with blood counts, CD4 levels, how many grams of what medication. I can do looking at the virus. They're weirdly beautiful too if you look closely. And balanced. Everything in it works for a purpose, down to the smallest atom. It's logic. Well, that do you, because that's all I've got right now. Actually, trains. That's what I want to say. Fucking trains and planes and cars and the mechanic's son, which admittedly does sound like the opening to a porno. The mechanic's son and the infected nerd. It's just... I met a nerd, Danny. An honest-to-goodness, real-life nerd who actually wants to talk trains. And I know that sounds stupid, I do, but do you know how rare that is? I bet you're always one of the cool kids, right? You knew how to play this game, how to navigate this world, and I don't. Especially now. The minute anyone finds out he
finds out it's real. To have someone think that the weird shit about you, that you spend most of your time trying to hide, is actually the best part of you. And then to realise that they're just going to run away as fast as they can once they know. Every person I've ever met, I've always been hiding bits of me. I've had the things I love, things that are a part of me, mocked by the people I've loved. I've hidden them so they can't mock me, accepted that they're just parts that aren't to be shared. It was like my mind exploded when I talked to him. People talk about hearts and romance and sex and shit, and sure, but when your mind aligns, it clicks. Something there isn't a word for. It's like a door opens. I don't know. It's like a fucking plane taking off. I finally stopped having to hide, and well, I'm not ready for it to be over before it's begun. That's what I wanted to say.